There we go, a little bit. Let's get it on and popping, babies. Oh. I just sat down to film and I remembered. I gotta get the props out. I hate it. The most 2013 shoe you've ever seen. The hairs of my various eras. Light bulb from 2003. Am I right? Is it from 2003? It's an older light bulb, but it does not have its copyright date on this bad boy. More hair from different eras. Oh. Ah! Ah! Okay. Now that I've been abused, the props. Chloe in a Cameron shirt. An indecent Sasha. Bald original Cameron. God, that you need conditioner, homeboy. This one has a beauty mark, so this is a Yasmin. Just no, wait. This one also has, so they're both Yasmins. A clothed Sasha. And there's a shit ton of clothing in here, but I don't know who you are based off of what I've learned. But this one was my favorite boy. I don't have a Chloe in here. Shock, awe, dismay. Ugh, it just smells like dolls in here. I am not going out into my closet in my other room to get a Chloe, so, or Jade. I know I have a Jade in there, so we're just gonna put a shirt on you. Are you Mycenes or Bratz? A me of a time ago you would have known, but a me of now does not. And the fact that Cameron's just wearing big pants and a Mycene boot is in fact the only thing keeping me going at this point. I love an excuse to bust out I like hated this dress when I was a child because I was like, it's not hot, it's not fashionable. And I'm like, having to dress like that in the mid-2000s. You will never catch me in an empire waist. If I'm in an empire waist dress, I'm cooking a person. Ugh. Like, my doll obsessions were consistent. My Little Pony. Yeah. My Little Pony. If I can find another shoe for you, you get to have a shoe girly. And honestly, isn't that what we all want? Is our feet to be covered? I had the boot. I don't even remember what collection this boot was from, but it was very important. Caused a lot of arguments. I feel like this is the boot. And now I own a pair of thigh-high chunky heel boots. So, I think I won. Oh, some of the plastic is denaturing. Snow boot. But our outfit isn't snow boot. I wouldn't even say her outfit is riding boot. I was gonna ask, like, why do all my dolls have so many ice theming? The shoe. I also own a shoe very similar to this shoe. Because I am the hot girl. I was gonna say, why do I have so many snow things? Because I live in the South. But, so it's truly a doll fantasy for me to be like, ah yes, the winter. It's because I got most of my dolls for Christmas. You know, Aaliyah snow boot, obviously. If you've got a question about a weird Gen Z fashion choice, it probably has to do with the dolls we were playing with. I claim no responsibility. This was also a fashion boot of contention in this household. Many a boot, contentious boots. Did I do it? Did I finally do it? Did I put together a pair? No, because I got a white one and a brown one. This was contentious because they got separated into two different doll boxes. Congratulations, we got two white girl feet, but that's not what I want. I might put it on her anyway because these shoes were cute. But why do I own so many goddamn doll boots? Ugh. She was wearing a boot the whole time. It's a Mycene boot. It's a Mycene boot. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're putting the Chloe shoe on. The boys are all wearing pants, but no shirts. I was gonna put a shirt. Cameron, and what is your name, son? What is your name? But I don't. That's how dramatically they twirled before they descended off of the bed that left me aghast. Oh. I gotta put these dolls away. I'm not putting everything back yet. But, let's go make a Bratz video.
Unemployment is at a record low. That's the problem. everybody's working, all the jobs are filled.
Okay, so by the time this comes out, I will be 25. I'm 24 right now. It's born in 1998. And so in the year of our Lord, Christmas 2001, I was 3, about to turn 4. And thus but I have an older sister. So that would have made her, you know, in her early tweenage years, the perfect demo for Bratz. And if you are a younger child or the parent of someone who, if you are a multiple parent, you know that what your younger children are into is in direct, you know, correlation with what your younger children are into. I think that Christmas I got a Janet Jackson Barbie doll, which I've talked before about. But Jessica got first edition Bratz, and so we have a Chloe somewhere. She's elsewhere, but we were never interested in her. I think as I'm looking at my wall of LOL surprise dolls, they're so cute. Is that MGA really does diversity really well. There are like 5 billion Barbie characters, but like the main Barbies is blonde Barbie. The like good fashion and good clothing and like the things that are fully thought out, at least when I was doing dolls in the 2000s, well, all Barbies. I'm missing a man. Where did he go? I'm not allowed to start filming this, am I? I don't even know how I lost him. I guess I'll find him later. I'm sure this won't be jarring and traumatizing. Like, okay, I think I found him. No? I'm sure this won't be jarring later. When there's just a man laying face up in my room. No shirt. MGA is very good at, you know, I guess if you make 5 billion characters, you're gonna make one, that like the kids go fucking gaga for, but you're also going to have interesting, memorable dolls in all shapes and sizes and colors. Like, again, we will get back to it at the LL surprise, you know, thing, but it appears that the main character be effective because they just, you know, they refuse to give me any information, is Royal B. It's Royal B and her, you know, girl gang of friends. Is this not Harry Styles? Is this not Harry Styles meets Donald Glover, just the highest line? Ugh. They're all just gonna hang out here. But there's just like a level of inclusivity that these dolls don't have. That year for Christmas, I think I got the Janet Jackson doll, because she was on her pop star shit, and I know I got Barbies that year, and I think they got me like one Bratz doll, you know. And that following year, we got more Bratz dolls. And I think I was really done with Bratz dolls by 2004. Like, I had switched to much more niche dolls. Christmas 2004, I got a Bratz doll. 2005, I was really into Polly Pocket. So, I think that was where the switch was. So, my prime Bratz years are from start to 2005. But there's some, you know, some things that are thrown in there. I, you know, have Rocks and Angels. Let's see if it's at hand. Story with parenting is that kids are annoying. Like, you could be really good at parenting, but kids are just generally annoying. And so it's just like, why is my child doing this thing loudly? Can they do it less loudly? No? Punishment! But I had like Brock. I had Bratz Rock. Angels, So Good is just like such a good single. It's too good to be Bratz. My makeup is, you know, very Bratz inspired. I have a Sasha face. I have a very, you know, pointy chin, full cheeks, big ass, not even big ass forehead, proportional forehead. I like my eyebrows super arched. I like a good lip liner. I've fallen in love with not a frosty blush, but a frosty glitter, but you know, something in there. I love a painted bitch. Like, I was looking at her and was like, I gotta do this. You know, a generation of girls have been affected by these bitches right here. And for the summer, we are going to talk about them. Let's go on a summer vacation to Stylesville. Before there was LOL Surprise, before Shadow High, the hot girl doll, rife with controversy. Okay, sorry. Before there was LOL Surprise, before Shadow High, the hot girl doll, rife with controversy, was MGA's 2001 dolls, Bratz. It's so interesting to look at the fucking whatever dolls. 4 dolls, created by Carter Bryant, former Mattel employee for MGA, for the owner of MGA, president, CEO, whatever, Isaac Larson, who is a literal menace who shouldn't be allowed to speak because he always puts his foot in his mouth. 4 dolls known for their big almond eyes and juicy lips. Yasmin, Chloe, Jade, and Sasha. With, you know, they all have personalities, and it's 2001, so they've got a website. You know, we're gonna get into all that. So a brief rundown of some of the controversies of Bratz dolls. Also, as the person doing all the research, I think it's funny when you look at like the Bratz fandom wiki page, the Wikia, and it's like fucking Bratz-licious all over the place, and then they've got like all these well-documented like spin-offs and things, and then it goes to, it's like, come down to look at all of these other MGA products, and you want to also look at those, and then you click on it and it's just like LOL Surprise is just like a rickety closet in the background, and they're just like, these were dolls in the year 2017. Like, completely useless. It's like, you did not do your part of the group project. Not at all. So, a brief primer of controversies and things that happened, because they come out and Mattel is already like, competition. The first year they flounder, and when they come out in 2001, it's like May 2001 when they come out, it is not a good time for them. But by Christmas 2001 they are flourishing, and by 2002 they are rife with controversy. They've got all sorts of sets and things that come out, and they have the 4 girls, they then have friends and secondary girls, and then they've got boys, with Cameron being the, you know, attachment to Chloe. I do not know where that girl went. So, a brief rundown of controversies. 2004 has the secret date / blind date controversy, where these girls who are said to be like 16 or 15, going for the tween market, are going on dates with boys they don't know. And for some reason the advertisement kind of makes it seem like the girls are sneaking out to go on these secret dates, and the parent groups are like, you can't go out, you're encouraging the girls to sneak out. But I also would not be surprised if there's some issues of, I was gonna say race, but like, when I look at all these dolls, I think that has to be Ethan. Oh my god. It's like I've gone back and forth about this because I also believe that that Dylan is black, because Dylan is very clearly black coded in the show, but in these like he's not under race. He doesn't have black, but his doll, I remember the doll that I didn't bring in there looks black. I've seen this man. I know an African American when I see one. They are trying to juke me. We'll deal with that in a second. There's like no black boy doll, Bratz doll, which I think is interesting. But they have this issue where they're like, you're snaking out. At first I was going to be like, it's a race issue because you could get one of any of the random boys. But as you saw in my vlog footage, since I seem to not have him, this is just a ghost. I guess there were no like black dolls, so I guess that wasn't really a worry for racism. But the girls would be paired up with random boy dolls. This, caused a stir because all the girls wanted Cameron, and Cameron was in like 1 in every 24 boxes or something. Ew. They're leaving ancient dust and dirt from the year 2007. It was, a whole brouhaha with the daddy-daughter claim. Don't breed dishonesty within the children. So 2004 also has Barbie starts to really lose ground. They're at about a 40-60 split, and Mattel is like, what do we do? Mattel ends up getting sued by MGA for claiming that the My Scenes are just a ripoff of Bratz, saying that literally their tagline is a one-word change. Their My Scenes being the only girls with a passion for fashion, and Bratz obviously being girls with a passion for fashion. So yikes. Bratz Boys comes in 2003. Yeah, girl. Yeah, take your top off. Yeah. Get your tits out. 2007, the sexualization of dolls and their bodies become an issue with discussing if, they've got all these black dolls, and are the black dolls more scandalous? Are they making young black girls, feel a certain way about their body? It was found that it wasn't, and that there are also claims that it's like little girls. I think this is something the parents are putting on, which I've always said about some of these dolls, is that these little girls see these dolls and they just see, oh, pretty. I know that's what I saw. I definitely wasn't like, what waist? What waist? Hips? Proportions on Meg the Stallion. I wasn't there yet. It wouldn't have been, an issue if anyone pointed it out, and because of how my parents raised me, they certainly didn't. And, we talked a lot about body issues, but it was never in context of something that was cartoonish or fake or something that I knew wasn't real. I couldn't be like, I'm not like these dolls, because they were dolls and I was a human girl. Like, I just didn't have that issue. And I think part of the fact that I only watched cartoons until I was like 10, so I didn't really see like humans that weren't like people I could meet every day outside of like watching That's So Raven, and Raven Simone was quote unquote bigger. So it didn't, I don't have the issue with Bratz dolls like other people. I'm sorry, that's not a relatable moment for me. Dewey! Oh my god, they're in a pile and there's a bong. Yeah, so they had that issue. So here's the big one. In late 2006, Mattel sues MGA for $500 million, saying that Bryant the creator of Bratz, created Bratz while he worked at Mattel. He claims, no, I worked on it during the sprint in between them, which is like likely story, but it's like, if that's how the brain works, it's how the brain works. He says he worked on it during a gap in employment with them. In 2008, a jury settles in Mattel's favor. MGA has to pay $100 million, with Lasarian having to pay a certain amount because he impeded the investigation and also good practices of just being like, hey, is this all kosher? MGA, in 2009, MGA can't sell or produce Bratz anymore. In 2010, Mattel takes over the license. See Bratz Forever's video about the Bratz made by Mattel and how they didn't even come to market because they were bad. They were missing that zest, you know? That little sprinkle of problematique that comes, there's actual glitter on my hand, problematique that comes from Isaac Lasarian. He literally cannot keep his mouth closed, and that has cost him so much money and so much time, and just, that man cannot keep his claptrap clapped and trapped. So, in 2011, Bratz get their rights back. It's their 20th anniversary, or 10-year anniversary. It's time to start making some dolls. However, they're not good. I remember those dolls. I think I bought some of those dolls. I have unboxed Bratz dolls from this time period because I thought they were so fascinating. I thought this, like, all the, like, intrigue around them, even back in, like, the early 2010s, around them were so, they were a mystique. They were the sexy, hot, slutty doll. And, you know, I was around children with a lot of big words and a lot of big thoughts. And so we would talk about them and be like, no, I knew they were slutty and dumb. No, I knew they were slutty and dumb. I had these feelings at, like, 8 and 9, and now it's like, girl, if you weren't having fun, go have fun. That's why I play with Polly Pockets. They're just a smarter doll. You just like their tiny clothes because you get to chew on them because you've got an oral fixation. Because you keep putting ice cubes in your mouth. 2013, they make the dolls taller, but they have a more, like, baby, like, instead of advertising to tweens, they're now advertising to, like, the 7 and 8-year-old demographic. That loses them a lot of support. 2015, they go back to being tweens, and they go back to being 10 inches tall. They get discontinued in 2016. Bratz come back in 2018 with the repos of old lines, but they're not super fan loved because they're not well made. This kind of situation, we're in this era now where online and in collector spaces, they're very good. But you A, can't find Bratz in stores, and B, they're like, they're doing like repos of older lines, like direct shot-for-shot remakes instead of making something new and interesting. They just won't do it. However, they do sometimes do collabs with brands that are like designers, so they're really expensive collector pieces. There's no Playline Brat that's new and interesting currently. So our girls are Chloe, Angel. She's blonde, blue-eyed, Barbie type. She's born in May. Where's my pen? Because I believe she is a Taurus. Taurus? No, she's a Gemini. So Chloe, spelled C-O-E, which fucked up my spelling of Chloe for the next 20 years. I only learned because I have a child in my life with that name. She's a fucking Gemini. Jade. Is she a Sagittarius? Is she a Sagittarius? Scorpio. Jade, which is our nondescript cool cat. She's the Asian doll, nondescript. Whereas like Barbie and Noli, have like, she's like Japanese American, and she lives in Little Italy in New York. It's just like Jade is pale with dark hair. And sometimes she has streaks, and she's really smart. And it's like, fill in the blank. Fill in the blank, bitch. And I was like, does anyone know what she's from? Sasha. They don't. Sasha Bunny Boo. She's a black doll. A Leo. August 17th. And Yasmin, Pretty Princess, is also a Leo. July 24th. The main girlies are them. Yasmin was originally going to be Hispanic in Carter's original design process, but ends up more like the Isaac Lazarian's own daughter, and he's Iranian, so I have her listed as Iranian doll, and you can definitely tell she's got that racially ambiguity, but she's still like very, I would say as an adult it is kind of clear that like there's a Middle Eastern hell yeah tilt to it. Cool. Love that. So our main girlies are them, and then we have our secondary girlies, which are Dana, Rhea, Megan, which, yeah, I feel pretty confident in that. We have Dana, whose nickname is Sugar Shoes. She's 1/3 of the triplets, Tiana and Maribel. I just had to add that later on. I'll explain why. We have Rhea, Sunrays. She was made a part of the main group in 2015, but she doesn't have that, I would say she doesn't have that little sprinkle of problematique. We have Megan, spelled in one of the worst ways you can spell Megan. Please, down below, tell me the worst way you've seen the name Megan spelled. I feel like I would be doxing someone if I told you personally the worst way I've seen the name Megan spelled, but I'll tell you it has multiple N's, so but so many. This Megan is spelled Meygan, which isn't even Megan. It's like long E Y May. My name is simple. Megan. And I don't even understand the spelling with the H, because it's not Mahan. I can't keep getting on these side quests. Don't put H's in that name. That name don't belong. No H's, no way, no how. Her nickname is Funky Fashion Monkey, which is where I'm like, this is a terrible nickname. We've lost the plot on what these nicknames are, because the nickname Cool Cat, Angel, Bunny Boo, all kind of run off. They roll off the tongue. If you were in, you're like, oh my god, hey kitty cat, hey cool cat, hey Bunny Boo. That's like, if a girl walked up to me and was like, hey Funky Fashion Monkey, I'd be like, racist. Racist. Jail. So it is bad name. She's from 2002. Megan is. I don't think I actually ever owned a Megan doll, because I didn't like the way they looked. So I never had one of her. But she is, I would say, the official 5th girl. And her birthday is April 15th, which makes her a Taurus. Is she a Taurus? March 21st. She might be an Aries. I don't have the thing open anymore. So outside of our secondary girls, we have our notable girlies, which is Phoebe and Roxy, literal sugar and spice. If you're watching Drag Race this season, you know. They literally, I didn't realize how much they looked exactly. I knew they were like styled after a Bratz doll. I did not realize how much they look like Sugar and Spice, Roxy and Phoebe, until I saw them on the wiki. Roxy is some sort of LGBT. I believe she's bisexual, I think. And her girlfriend is Nevra. Or March 21st. Happy almost birthday, girls. I'm filming this on the 20th. We now have Nevra. Her nickname is Queen Bee. She's LGBT. I believe she is, in fact, a lesbian, fully. And her girlfriend is Roxy. So the boys, planned on having 2 of them, but obviously, God had other plans. I truly don't know where I'm gonna find that man, that tiny plastic man, in a couple of hours. I know it's gonna stress me out. Ugh. But we have Cameron, the Blaze, Chloe's her girlfriend, and then there's Dylan the Fox. That's the first set of Bratz boys from 2002. Then there's Ethan, E-I-T-A-N, the dragon. I don't know if it's better or worse if he's Asian. He's the one that I think I have. I'll take a screenshot from the vlog footage, I guess. He and Kobe, the panther. I expected Kobe to be black. He was not. Jump scare. Second set of Bratz boys. We have Cade, the viper. He's from the motor introduced. Cade was introduced in motorcycle style, and then there's Bryce from the controversial secret date blind item. The boys have so much more personality in the movies, and also probably from my own imagination, that I was really, and also because the Mycene boys have so much more stuff happening inside them that I expected it to. There she is. I expected there to be more personality, and there just wasn't. Hello. So that's all the information I got from the Wikipedia. But as we all know, you should always go to the fans when you want to know something fantastic. So this is from the fandom site. We have Chloe Angel, canonically 21-ish since the age of 21-ish since about 2022. For whatever reason, she has a whole ass family tree on her fandom. She's got a mom, a dad, an uncle, 2 sisters, and a brother. Her boyfriend is Cameron. She's got an entire stable of pets. Angel the pig, Celeste the pony, Piper the horse, Roan the dog, Bellfire, another horse, Carmilla a pony, and a hamster. This bitch got 4 horses. 4 horses. Oh, god damn it. Ugh. Bobby. Chloe was originally named Zoe. She's like the rest of the core girls, designed by Carter Bryant, who was inspired by a group of teenagers leaving Kickapoo High School in Springfield, Missouri. Bryant described Chloe, then Zoe, as the leader of the pack. Was a bit sweeter, softer. Chloe has appeared in every single Bratz movie except Little Bratz Party Time and the most produced Bratz doll in the series. Chloe was born in Stilesville, California. She attends Stiles High and is a singer in a punk rock band, Rock Angels, the pop group, Space Angels, and one of the founders of Bratz magazine, where she writes Dear Chloe Advice Column. Her personality is playful, dramatic, smart. She's a camera girly. She is healthily athletic. Chloe is playful, dramatic, and smart individual who looks at life through a different lens, always snapping pictures of filming her friends. She's healthily athletic and full of energy. As such, she loves to participate in a wide variety of sports such as motocross, cheerleading, soccer, and skateboarding. She's flirty, energetic, clumsy, imaginative, but her friends help her stay grounded. That's Barbie. That's literally Barbie, and that's Barbie, and then that's Barbie from Mycene's Barbie, and that's fucking Polly, and every blonde protagonist of a doll line is she. She! Oh my god. So upsetting. Like, they're all the same. You can't be like, you stole my idea. Girl, God stole your idea in 1958. Like, oh my goodness. Cool. So, she's got her list of relationships, and I misread it, but I'm gonna read it to you exactly as I was reading it on this big ass screen to my right. Chloe is a total friendship magnet. She's friends with practically everyone. Her best friends are Sasha, Yasmin, and Jade. She is close with Ethan, Etienne, Dylan, Kobe, Cade, and Cameron, who she later dates, Nevra, Roxy, Phoebe, Felicia, Dana, Megan, Fiona, and Vanessa. Now, doesn't that sound like she was fucking with Nevra? Like, Nevra isn't the girls' community bus. But whatever. It isn't. I'm illiterate. We have an actual community bus in Dylan, but we'll get there. Jade, cool cat. Moving on to the next character. Jade, cool cat. Let's see. I have to read the... I feel like I've left myself, like... Dude, you cannot be doing that right now. We are in the middle of something. I feel like I've left myself, like, a fun little scavenger hunt to do. So Carter's original description of Jade was an Asian girl, skinnier than her friends, who enjoyed playing bass and studying classical violin and child psychology. She's a child. Why is this child studying child psychology? Is it because she's Asian, pan-Asian, nondescript Asian, and thus, and very specifically looking very East Asian. So she has to be smart and, well, Jade, like Sasha, plays a more secondary role, which burned my biscuits. Whilst Jasmine and Chloe appear in almost every line, Sasha and Jade are often left out or replaced by other characters, such as Megan and Dana, the other white girls. Which is, Dana wasn't originally part of my secondary girls, but this is obviously something that they want me to talk about, is the fact that the two dolls of color are so easily interchanged that they're just like, meh, meh. Whatever, sure. Why do the two characters of color that are most clearly not white and can be kind of interchanged with not white, with white, the ones that play secondary roles, I'm assuming it's because Yasmin is created in the image of Isaac's daughter and Chloe's literally Barbie adjacent. So, you know, they know where their bread and butter is, but it's still frustrating. She's a punk. Megan, can you find me no less than 6 different Asian punk girls with the streak in the hair of varying colors? Please find them for me. It is not my fight to be making. It is simply something I've noticed, that there's a lot of, you know, Asian girls with streaks, and smart, and skateboard, and punk. It's, but also smart. She's a fashion mag editor and founder of Bratz magazine. She has brown or green eyes, jet black hair with a streak, and often has bangs. She's thrifty and quirky adjacent. Her cousin, I'm beginning to think it's partially because there's probably a doll line where instead of having the dolls be themselves, they're their cousins. But she has a cousin named Jade Adore, and that just sent me that, that they're just like, ah yes, Jade Adore. That's totally acceptable name for a person. Let's make sure that that's totally cool. Let's make sure that that's girl boss accessible. Drive. Can't read. Her pets are a cool cat and Micah, cats, and a pony named Persia. And she never dates anyone because only the Barbie girls are the only ones who ever get a boyfriend. Yasmin, pretty princess. She is the canon age of 20. Jay doesn't have a canon age. By the way, you just get move the file you were cool. Let's see. Okay, I was doing Yasmin. Yasmin was originally going to be Hispanic, but like I said, she gets switched. She has long, light brown hair, and if it shows up on camera, the beauty mark. She works at the animal shelter. She's popular and also has too many pets. Let's go back to the goddamn wiki. How many pets does she have? Her style is described as bohemian with a lot of neutral colors. So yeah, that's fine. Cool. With her love and passion for animals, Yasmin has a ton of pets, such as a frog, Pretty Princess, 2 ponies, Bonita and Adria, 3 horses, Sapphire, Pixie, and Jubilee, a Tokyo pet, Unkai, Unkai. We are in front of the computer. Be Japanese.
Unkai. Unkai. Unkai.
Oh, that was
Unkai.
nasty. Alright, cool. Thanks, Google. Thanks, girl boss. You really helped pull this one out. She's got so many. A robot monkey when she, Chloe, and Jade, and Fina, and Sasha went to Japan in 2004, and a dog named Opal. That's so many pets. That is 2 ponies, a frog, 2 ponies, 3 horses, like that isn't a pony, a Tokyo pet, which feels racist, a robot monkey, and a dog. That's 9 pets. Jesus of Nazareth, break me down. So yeah, that's all I got on Yasmin. I'm so disillusioned now that I'm like the Negro and other are there less because, reasons. We have Sasha, Bunny Boo, August 3rd, a Leo, obviously, she's 21. Her cousin, named Sasha Bell. Again, I don't understand. She's got a shit ton of pets. Bunny Boo, which is a rabbit. Sachet, a pony. Ambrosia, a pony. And Doji, a robot dog, which I'm assuming probably comes from that goddamn trip to Japan. Works part-time at a job at B Hit Radio as a DJ. She's a singer in a punk rock band, Rock Angels, the pop group Space Angels, and is one of the founders of Bratz magazine, where she works as an editor. Yes. Carter's original description of Sasha was an African-American girl named Holiday who plays drums and spins the turntables. Studies French, acting, and political science. Fun. Sasha appeared in every single Bratz movie except the one that Chloe didn't. Sasha, like Jade, plays more of a... Yeah. Cool. What did I want from that? Or did I just not want to write it again? Her sense of style is streetwear. She's got big, thick hair. Her hair is drawn thicker than the rest of the girls. And she has a widow's peak. She's got a very R&B, neo-soul, hip-hop style to her. She's sassy. Ew. Ew, those are no-no words. She's urban. Ew, those are big no-no words for me. And she's a natural leader. Go, Leo, go. Girl! Okay, so this is the same issue I have with the bit about Madison, where Madison never has a romantic lead unless it's something that doesn't work out. Romance. Cruz. Roxy introduces Cruz to her friend and Rock Angel's bandmate Sasha, and Bratz go to Paris the movie. The two are immediately smitten with one another. Cruz gives her a rose, calls her beautiful, and asks her out on a date. Although Sasha is excited to go, she has to cancel due to work obligations, upsetting Cruz. After Sasha sees a picture of Cruz and Alonce cozied up together in a magazine, she assumes Cruz is dating her and decides to end the relationship. She ignores all his calls and attempts to contact her. However, at the end of the movie, she agrees to talk to him and admits that he and Olance are nothing more than friends. The two agree to continue dating. In 2021 Instagram post, Sasha confirms she is single, meaning the two broke up at some point. They are dolls! Dylan and Sasha. Dylan and Sasha have been paired in collections consistently, which can sometimes be seen behind the box, and have been illustrated many times in correlation to other well-known Bratz romances in early years. In the CGI series, Dylan seems to be the only person that Sasha is comedic with, since she often makes jokes only towards him. It is unclear if Sasha has or had mutual feelings towards Dylan, but despite this, they are one of the most popular pairs in the Bratz fandom. Etienne! How is that pronounced?
Eden.
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 Eaton. So, Eden and Sasha take a liking to each other in Pop Stars. Eden is the first person that Sasha tells her problems to before the girls. He confronts her and reassures her that things will be okay. Chloe, Yasmin, and Jade semi-spy on them while they talk at the smoothie bar, where they mistake it for a date at first until Sasha confirms otherwise. In the end, it was clear that Sasha that Etienne had a crush on her. During their performance, he held up a sign that said Sasha and the Stars. In the short story featured in Bratz magazine, issue 6, there's so much deep lore. Etienne asked Sasha to attend the school dance with him. Relationship status, that's a thing. In 2021, Bratz's Instagram account confirmed Sasha is single, and when they posted a looking for love advertisement for Sasha and other characters, her statement read, "Looking for love in the wrong places. Streetwear style Bunny Boo seeks like-minded handsome hottie to go dancing with me. Pop culture junkie addicted to gossip mags with a passion for being in the spotlight. You, calm, cool, and collected with great music taste." That's the thing I needed to read. So Megan, if you want to cut all the rest of that out, it's fine. Somehow Dylan is in everyone's thing, so he's just community bicycle. And we love that for him. We don't love that for him. Secondary characters. Megan, secondary squad captain, birthday April 15th, which makes her an Aries. An Aries. Like me. Like me. Quintessential. So much fire in that chart. You are gonna set something on fire. So, Tanya is her sister. She was released in the Express It line. Her appearances changes greatly. Sometimes she has orange hair, sometimes it's more like a red hair, sometimes she has green eyes, sometimes it's brown. It does not matter. It's whatever she needs to have. She has pets named Garen and Monkey, and they put in the bare minimum with Megan. She likes doing new shit, which makes her really easy to put into a situation like this, where you can always be like, we're doing this weird thing. Here's Megan. We have Nevra. She is another black girl, and she appears in less than 20 lines. However, she is really, really popular. And a lesbian. She's 20 canonically and has a pet butterfly. She has in the modern era, she has a spice tattoo on her collarbone for her girlfriend, Roxy. Confident, her confidence is sometimes seen as arrogance. She tells it like it is. Again, the two black characters both have we're arrogant and we're urban and we're sassy traits that I don't love. So, I was writing this script at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so my header is supposed to say Bratz Boys. It says Bratz Doll. So, we have the boys, which is Cameron, the Blaze, boy debut, status alive for some reason. His canonical age in 2021 is 19, which would make him still younger than Chloe for whatever reason. That was a choice. Slusha? Dwad? Should be good. Cool. Cause look at this fucker. Look at all the different ways that he's got this jug face, smug CGI, low budget video game to a face that looks out of a Steve Madden ad. You are concerning. Oh my god. Ah! Ew! Ew! Mischievous! Help! I'm supposed to be reading his personality section. Personality. Cameron is a daredevil with a sense of style. One thing all the girls knows about him is that he's hot. That's how he got his nickname, The Blaze. Cameron is the adventurous type of guy wanting to go everywhere and anywhere with his skateboard and pal Dylan by his side. Gay. Similar to Cade and Dylan, he's quite the sporty type and loves playing sports. Football, skateboard, surfing. I did accept one. Only one was available for me to accept. Good. Football, skateboarding, surfing, race car driving, and motocross. Oh, I hate using Google Drive. Dylan is his bestie. So let's move on to Dylan, the Fox, or the Dill Man. Community bicycle. Again, he's 19. Why are these boys so young? Nothing is consistent about him. He's got a Chet Hanks-ass head. He's very flirty, loves his community. He's a flirty community bike. Let's read his personality section again. Dylan is very flirty, and the only thing he loves more than admiring himself is admiring women. Despite this, he can be kind and is always willing to help the Bratz girls with whatever they need. Like, work, girl. Work. And when you look at his fucking romantic interests, he has 11 romantic interests. I'm not reading all of those, but you get the point. Etienne, the dragon, he is racially ambiguous and punk. He is slick and witty. Sly and witty? Shy and witty, that's an H. Kobe is white? Question mark. Where are the niggas? Where are you hiding the men? His nickname's the Panther. He sings in a band. Cade, the Viper. More white men. Bad boy. Motorcycle. You could tell it was 3 o'clock in the morning. We were done. So that's the primer we're setting up for this fucking situation. It's going to be so dumb to do together, and we're gonna have such a great time. And I believe it's saved, so I don't have to even fuck with it. It is gonna be such a time for us all together doing this. Next episode, we're gonna cover part of season 1 of the Bratz show, because there's 66 episodes on YouTube, and emotionally I cannot do all of that all at once unless they're really short. And I was watching them on TV, so they're at least 11 minutes long. No. So we'll be doing that for the summer. There'll be other videos thrown in there. But come back every Saturday to hear more about the Bratz. You can follow me for as long as those things are available. I'll be here until the ship goes down, as my drive.